And here we are. No matter how many times I boot this game up, no matter how many times I play it, I'm always just as hyped. Oh my god, I love this game. I love this game to death. The reason why I am here today, streaming, playing games and talking to you all, is because of this fucking game.
I know you, Reaver. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit?
The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible.
Woo! Here we are! I love this game.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls.
As a former vampire, we don't drink blood, we drink souls.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Slua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls.
Also known as green butts.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored.
And that's gonna be a big gameplay mechanic. And then we meet the cannon fodder, so to say.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel?
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch.
Okay, get you and... yeet. Lovely. And then, one of my favorite sounds in video game history. Love that sound.
The sanctuary of the clans, reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Hello.
Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
Give me a soul.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Okay, get over here. Pretty much like whenever there's a game announcement thing or something like that, every single time I'm like, oh, might there be a new Legacy of Kain game? The last Legacy of Kain game that we ever got came out in 2004. We've been waiting for 20 years of a new game. Like, holy shit. In your opinion, what factor makes this game so interesting? Could it be the graphics or the gameplay? Story and the characters.
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Also, there is a vampire hunter there, but you wanna leave him alive?
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? My brother Melchiah was made last. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty.
And yeah, even there, like, if you look at the Melchiah, like, you can see all of those, like, you know, cracks and stitches on his body. Melchiah actually had to, like, you know, butcher the other, like, you know, people and all of those and rip their flesh to attach it to his own.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls.
God damn it, I love that sound. Yeet! I would be worried if they did modern writing ruin it, I think. Yeah, the modern writing would ruin it. I mean, there was the, you know, Legacy of Kain Dead Son that had more modern writing. I'm actually kind of glad that it got cancelled because it was going to be a Legacy of Kain game where we would have dialogue as such. Fuck you, vampire. So, no thanks. Damn you, Kain. You are not God. This act of genocide is unconscionable. Only when you have felt the true gravity of choice should you dare question my judgments. Everyone, say hello to Melchiah.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the master sent you, Raziel.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Well, you're a disgusting slug. Stabby stab stab. Also, this is what I really like about the bosses in this game, like, besides one, every single other boss is a puzzle. Oi, Melchiah. Stabby stab stab. Okay, time to grind him into pieces.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded. Unreleased.
Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm.
And let's get the magical pizza slice.
These artifacts enhance your stamina.
Hi, Nub Raptor.
The human citadel. Its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay.
But what about the creatures such as ourselves?
Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
I just came for the magical pizza slice. Also, we're gonna crush one of the enemies. Get you... There we go. And then... Yoink. Okay, and time for another amazing cutscene.
The Abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before. You criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger.
Oh boy! Okay, get over here, Kain. Smack. Smack! There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop.
The blade is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
What are you, little soul? Another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound specter.
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Kain refused the sacrifice. The pillar of balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
And here we go, we have the Wraith Blade. You prefer juice or soda? Juice. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. But yeah, they're basically spiders. And I have a huge arachnophobia, so yeah, no, I don't like that.
That's disgusting.
Once a testament to mankind's defiance of Kain's empire, this towering cathedral now stood derelict. The humans who worshipped here, dead for centuries. The cathedral's pipes, once tuned to blast a deadly hymn, now stood silent, and these vacant spaces whistled their impotence.
Pizza slice. Okay, no enhanced spiders, please. Fuck, there's an enhanced spider. Oh, thank you for being kind. Thank you, kind sir. I don't know why he's just hanging up there, but...
Zephan, your visage becomes you. It's an appropriate reflection of your soul.
And you are not his handsome Raziel anymore. His precious firstborn son turned betrayer. Look around you. See how the human's weapon of destruction has become my home. Indeed, my body.
A crevice in which to cower. only scuttling from the shadows to devour a victim already ensnared in your cowardly trap. But you've made the mistake of leaving me unbound, and it is you who must succumb to my will.
Will, instinct, reflex action. The insect mind finds little difference.
Nah, how about I just burn you instead? Oh, that was close. There we go, and then one more. Burn, bitch.
Consuming Zephon's apostate soul has bestowed on you a new gift. Like his vampire spawn, you're able to scale certain walls which are otherwise impassable.
And then, there we go. Nice. Feel so sorry for him. The guy was executed just because he had wings and the others didn't. So it would seem. Nice. It's actually kind of funny how interesting how the open world type of thing in this game is actually done. Because it is a PS1 and Dreamcast game, you can't actually have like, you know, the whole map rendered at once. The map where you are, well, the areas like, you know, behind each door, those are rendered, but everything else is not. If you have like A, B, C, and D areas, when you're in the A area, the B area is rendered, but nothing else. Well, the B areas is rendered as well, but C and D are not. But when you go to the B area, the C area gets rendered, and the A area is also rendered. But when you move to the C area, the A area gets de-rendered, and the D area gets rendered. What was your first encounter with this game? On a PS1 demo disc, when I was like 5.
The ancient tomb of the Seraphim. In the time of Vorador, centuries before Kain was made, the Seraphim warrior priests waged a merciless war against the vampire tribes of Nosgoth. Emboldened by righteousness, they committed unspeakable and indiscriminate acts of violence, massacring fledglings and ancients alike. They decimated entire bloodlines in mere decades.
So yeah, like, my first games were like Spyro, Crash, Hugo, Ape Escape, all of that kind of games. And then I'm like, oh hey, this game has a cool font. Well, because I was so young I couldn't read English. I put the demo up, I witnessed the brutal intro, and the little 5-year-old me was like, oh my god. It was an experience.
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. These crypts, defiled caskets of Seraphim saints, bearing my brothers' names and my own. The irony of Kain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphim, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Kain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
That's kind of fucked up, and I love it. Okay, but now fingers crossed, because we're gonna get one of the more annoying enemies. Not as annoying as the Zephanims are, but not very fun either.
Heretic, you shall not pass.
Such loyalty. to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog? Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agonies of your demise.
Kain killed me once. Behold the result. I have no more to fear from you.
Oh, you son of a... Fuck you. Everyone say hello to the boat.
Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
The way how he actually got like the immunity to the water is by continuously torturing himself, like bathing in water and all of that, which burns like fucking acid. He kept doing that over and over and over again to himself until he grew resistant to it. After playing Soul River 2, you realize Rahab was right. Yeah. Okay, let's be careful here, because we are not resistant to water, so if we fall, it's gonna hurt a lot. Speaking of, this is a scary part. Okay, come on, come on. Yeet! Ooh!
Raziel.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Kain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Kain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
God damn it, you're cool. And... done.
Infused with Rahab's soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch. Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your physical body.
Holy shit, that's so cool. Fuck you, spider.
You can suck my dick.
We got the thing, transfers into the thing and starts screaming.
This city once teemed with the life of my kind. Could it be that other clans had suffered the same fate as mine? In his madness, could Kain spare none of his brood?
It was not Kain, but Duma's own arrogance that brought the downfall of his clan. These are human weapons, Raziel. Believing themselves invincible, Duma and his offspring failed to see an attack coming from the least likely assailants.
Also, I love the music in this place. That's a big stack of boxes. If you were to give a definition to this game, what would it be? Masterpiece. Oh, Duma! Knock knock!
My brother, Duma, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
Yeah, it kinda sucks. Also, this place is just fucking awesome. And also, because Duma's right there, there's no soul around.
Come to save my soul, prodigal brother.
Not to save it, but to take it. Your only salvation is release.
Also, Duma has nipple armor.
Unbound at last. I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Duma. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in limbo have honed my strength. Not even Kain is my equal.
You. Rich. What is your favorite chocolate? That's a good question. I don't know if you all have this candy called Dime. That's actually something that I really like on the chocolate. Nice. But yeah, like, how many of you have actually played Soul Reaver or any of the Legacy of Kain games? And what do you all think about the series so far?
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him. This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the time streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
Bold fuck. Okay, last part, everyone. Last part. And also, this hall looks fucking incredible.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold?
And also, like, these cutscenes are actually kind of creepy.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come? This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies. Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
Okay, here we go. We ready, everyone? We ready? At last. Must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers? Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss? No.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
It's amazing how the best parts of the game is when two people are just talking. How is that fucking possible?
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah, welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny. Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth, a streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.